Good morning. It's Dave with Alaskan Homesteading on a chilly, dim fall day here in South Central Alaska. Today I have a couple of different things I want to show you. One is how I'm getting prepared for the winter. I made a new acquisition and it's going to be something that is going to be very useful here on the property, but it's something I think people in general ought to think about, especially with the way the economy is going right now and how certain goods and commodities are being affected by various different global situations. I don't want to get into the politics of it. That's not what this channel is about, but I just want to get into what it is that individuals can do to prepare. At any rate, let's get started. This is the new thing I picked up. Got this 100-gallon diesel storage tank. We'll call it a transfer tank. I picked this up off of Facebook Marketplace. Got a pretty good deal on it, I think. And it came with a fill-right 15-gallon per minute electric pump, 12-volt hookups. Obviously, there's some things on here that I'm going to get cleaned up. This hose is really not appropriate for this application. Those connectors are no good and all rusty, and there's not a proper nozzle, so I've got all that stuff on order, and I'm adding a filter to the pump as well, just so that whatever goes comes out of the tank at least gets cleaned up a little bit. The importance of diesel fuel filtration really can't be overemphasized. It'll need some touch-up paint here and there. I'm gonna have to, grind that down a little bit, get some primer on there, get the rust cleaned up on those edges, and get some fresh paint on there. That'll probably be a warmer weather project come spring or summer. Don't really want to try and get paint adhering to this in 40 or 50 degree weather. It's just not going to work that well. Right now you can see I've just got it sitting on a pallet. These pallets I pick up for about $1 a piece at our dump. There's a recycling center over there where I take my paper and plastic and aluminum and all that stuff, and they have pallets to practically give away, but really sell for $1 a piece just to support the nonprofit that runs the recycling center. What I want to do is build a more permanent structure for this to sit on, some kind of skids to make it easy to move around, and something where I can mount a battery box on it, maybe a little solar panel, just so that I don't have to be carrying a battery out here, hooking up the clips to the leads on the pump, and doing all that anytime I want to get fuel out of it. I want to make this a very convenient system for getting fuel for my tractor and for my pickup. My ideal ultimate for this is to get a small trailer that can carry this around and make this a really simple thing to go and get refilled either at our local fuel depot. We've got a Crowley in town that I think I can go get off-road diesel from. That'll be a little cheaper than putting on-road diesel in there. But a little trailer, where I can have the battery and have it hooked up and charge off the vehicle, have it easy to move around the property, even if I don't want to light up the tractor and pick something up with the forks. I think I could move that around with my UTV, no problem. Maybe even the garden tractor, who knows. But the point is I want to evolve this little system into something a little more easily usable. But for now, I got the tank, I got it set up basically, and that'll be good enough. At the beginning of the video, I mentioned getting prepared for winter and just getting prepared in general. And the thing that happened that triggered me to take action right now is that over the last couple of days here in South Central Alaska, the price of gasoline went up about $1 at our local station, and diesel didn't for some reason. I don't know why. I've heard a bunch of different rumors. I'm not even going to bother repeating them because I haven't confirmed them for myself, so there's really no point. But the point is, I wanted to be able to weather little price shocks and have some on-site storage for the convenience of it, as well as the financial aspect, to be able to say, okay, well, I've got diesel fuel here. I don't have to go to the station and buy when it's $5, $6, $7 a gallon. I can wait a little bit. So that's what made me go ahead and get this project started. Ultimately, long term, it's mostly about convenience, hopefully, assuming that economic conditions get a little better and we don't have these weird price swings. But for right now, this is the preparedness that I wanted to work on, was having some on-site fuel storage. When I think about preparedness, I think a lot about growing up in Boy Scouts and having the motto, be prepared, absolutely drilled into our heads. And it really is something I've internalized through my life, and it's something that I think everybody should think about. We're prepared in a variety of different ways. We've got a lot of food stores set aside. This fuel tank is another thing. I've got a mountain of firewood ready to burn for this winter, and so on. And a lot of this stuff doesn't have to be super expensive. You can start small and you can build up. Food storage, for example, is one of those things. Whenever there's a good sale, go stock up. Get things that you normally do eat, though. Don't be getting stuff just because it's cheap. You know, if you don't eat beef liver, don't buy it because it's $1 a pound. There's no point. This whole woodshed project is another big piece of preparedness that has been important to me. We've got all this wood right now. I just have it sitting out in these IBC totes like you can see over here. I've got this one. I've got others around the property, and it's kind of a mess. They're not going to stay dry set up like that. And so the woodshed is a good place where I can store all that. Yeah, it's a pretty good size investment to build that structure. I bought quite a bit of pressure treated lumber and the metal roofing and all the fasteners and everything. That happens to be something that I have the ability to do right now. At any rate, that's really all I wanted to say today about preparedness. I know this video is a little bit rambling. I don't write any scripts for myself. I just talk to you guys like I'm talking to another person about these topics. For the moment, though, I'm going to go back and get to work on some other projects that I've got today. We'll be working on the woodshed some more, and I'll have some more video of that for you as well. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up if you're enjoying these videos. Subscribe if you want to see more of them, and we'll see you in the next video.